It's testing you. I wonder if she's going to say it. We told her not to.
Well, what is the dilemma for Allison between the two?
You know what it is? It's with Nathan, and I'm sure all of you have had maybe exes in your life or people, it's that history. And, and history draws you back in a lot. And the relationship he already has with my son, and we have been through a lot. But I think that when I look at Carter, that his blue eyes over here, I think we just have we have that. You just have sort of that karmic connection with someone who you're supposed to be with. And are you willing to take that chance on, something new? Even though I actually think that you would be a more solid kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the dilemma lies, history or new.
Yeah.
Evil,
And Colin, so, when we last left Zoe, she was definitely, last season, she was coming into her own, she was gaining some independence. And what's up this season now with her relationship with her dad and some of the things that you're going to be dealing with her on?
I think what I like about that relationship is that it's developed. We sort of started in this place where I was particularly bad at parenting, and she was particularly bad at being a child. And we've sort of both grown, and the arc of both characters is sort of as I've relaxed and realized that, maybe a community is not such a bad thing, and being a part of something isn't as scary as I maybe once thought. And at the same time, she sort of moved forward and thought that, and sort of, like she gets a job this year. She starts working at Cafe Diem, which is great because it gets her to the center of the action a lot more. It's just nice. So those relationships sort of progress to a more normal place, and now she's sort of dealing with real life problems like boyfriends and I didn't hear that.
Coffee.
And coffee. Yes. What's it going? I don't know. I was late filling in. Right.
And your sister obviously comes in the mix, so how does that change the relationship and the dynamic between?
Well, I think bringing my sister into the mix sort of provides a voice for Jordan and Zoe. They get to have conversations where they can articulate their side of the problem. Where they want more freedom, or they think they should maybe, be allowed to do this or that, and then I come in as the Lord, and then they don't end up doing it.
But also Lexi is sort of the alternative lifestyle. I mean, Lexi is far more into, crystals and Eastern religions, and so even from the scientist as well as from her brother, she has a completely different point of view, which is also nice for the show.
And I love them. We did this one scene. It's just a silly line in one of the scenes, but it was so great. Where I come in the room and she goes, "Oh God, you look just like Dad." And that's just really cool to sort of, it's all of a sudden an instant backstory where Dad used to do something like this. So I like stuff like that.
And Jamie, what are the challenges moving into the third season in terms of keeping the relationships alive, keeping them new? How do you keep when you bring Thorne into that mix, how do you keep that from being a similar dynamic to the start with Randall and Boy?
Well, I mean, I think, again, it's like Joe actually was just saying, trying to bring in... He's so polite.
You just like me.
I think it's trying to bring in characters, if we're going to bring other characters, that do provide a different perspective than we've had in our town. And Eva Thorne is that, is a sort of corporate person as opposed to a scientist like Stark is, who sort of rules the science with an iron fist. She's not necessarily as concerned about the science as she is about whether or not it's going to make some money. She's also, though, here for another reason, which is sort of part of our greater mythology for this particular season. No secrets will become apparent over the course of the season. And then, again, like with Lexi, I love bringing in somebody who has a history with Carter, and like Colin was just saying, where all it takes is a line, just a very short scene, and you get all this information that you don't have to have Carter talking about, well, yeah, my dad was a cop, I had a sister, and stuff. You get to play those dynamics and see how they change when they're with each other, which tells you so much more about who he was before he got to this point. So looking for those new characters to bring in the patient.